Ladies and gentlemen, the Kortz Center Heist has only been out for 1 day, and I've already figured out a way to beat it in 14.5 minutes or less. And you can do this solo or with a group of friends. It's up to you. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing we're gonna need to talk about is the setups. We're gonna need to go ahead and go with the alpha male disguise, the street loadout, the annihilator stealth, the access code, and the hacking device. Those are all the mandatory preps that we have to do, and I also recommend doing the guard shipment because it makes the guard's armor weaker and it makes it easier for us to one-shot kill them, and it just makes it easier to be stealthy throughout this whole process. Now that we got all the preps knocked out of the way, we're ready to do the heist. The only thing you have to do is make sure your team outfit is the alpha male disguise. Once the heist loads, you're gonna run over straight to the alpha male van and then drive over to the Kortz Center. Once you finally make it over to the Kortz Center, you're going to need to go down to the parking garage, and before you can go into the parking garage, you're going to be stopped by the security guard, and you're going to have to show him your credentials. And once you show him your ID, you're going to be allowed access to the parking garage. Once inside the garage, there's going to be one camera that we have to avoid and one guard that we're going to have to kill. The guard that we're going to have to kill is over here, but make sure you don't walk into the camera with your weapon out. Once you finally take out the guard, pick up the loading bay key card and then head down to the basement. Once you arrive at the basement, you're going to have to swipe the key card that we just picked up off the security guard, and then we're going to follow the exact route that I show on screen here. We're going to have to take on these guards with the suppressed weapon from any loadout that you use. It doesn't matter which weapon loadout you get, just make sure you use the suppressed weapon, and make sure you're taking down the guards when they're not in front of any other officers, because if you do, the guards will be alerted and you'll have to restart. Like if I shot this guy right here, his friend in front of him would see, and then I would have to restart the mission. But once you take out the guards, there's going to be a fingerprint hack after you kill this guard right here, because he will walk and find that dead body. So make sure you kill him and then go back to the fingerprint hack. For the fingerprint hack, it's the same thing as the Diamond Casino heist. So if you guys need help with this, check the description down below. I'm going to leave a link in it for a cheat sheet to help you guys with this, and you'll be able to knock out the fingerprint hack within 30 seconds or less. Once the fingerprint hack is complete, though, we're going to need to make our way over to the computer, but take out this camera first so that we don't alert the guards, and then type in the code that Ralph just texted you, which is going to be 55, 85, and 9. But it could be different for you, so make sure you check the text that Ralph sent you. After you input the code, we're going to be able to go to the security doors where we have to interact with the lasers. So I think the laser portion is where players struggle the most with, but it's really not even that hard. The first checkpoint, none of the lasers even move, so take your time, just hang to the left and walk through these lasers and disable the checkpoint. The second one, there's only going to be one moving beam that you have to avoid, but you don't even have to avoid it. You can just wait for it to disappear and then hug the right side of the wall and then disable the checkpoint just like this. The third thing that we're going to have to do looks terrifying, but really just take your time. There's only going to be one thing that you have to jump over. Just wait on this beam to disappear, and then there's going to be one little laser you have to hop. Once you jump over it, disable the third one, and then you're done. Next thing we're going to have to do is hack into the vault, and it's going to be a memorization hack where it's going to blink 4 times, and then the fourth and final time it blinks, you have to memorize those patterns and then lock it in. You will get 5 tries to fail, and you only have to complete 3 of these, and it's very, very easy. Once you finish the third and final hack, it's going to switch you over to this camera view, and it's going to allow you to enter the vault where you can steal the picture. I chose to keep the picture for my heist because I've already done the main one with my friend. And remember guys, this heist is supposed to be played for fun, so make sure you're actually having fun and not just worried about money grinding, because this is the last heist we're going to be getting for GTA 5 Online. So let's make sure that we enjoy it. Once you finish rolling up the painting and putting it into the canister, you're going to need to hammer down the nails and then replace it with the fake picture. And then once you finally finish that, you'll be able to walk out of the vault. Just walk over here to the vault entrance and then click this green button, and that will allow these doors to open for you. And remember to take out this camera right here on the left before you walk that way. Now that we've shot that camera, we're going to have to wipe the vault footage. So walk over to this setup over here, and we're going to be able to wipe the vault footage and also temporarily disable the CCTV cameras. This is going to allow us to run into the cone of vision of the cameras if we need, but we shouldn't need to. But run over here to the stairs, and then you're going to have to hack this keypad. Now this will bring up the last hack, and it's the data crack hack. So for this hack, we're going to have to line up 8 broken rectangles and line up the center of them with this red line in the middle. Take your time on that hack if you need to, because if you fail 3 times, it will alarm the guards. And then after you complete that, you're going to be able to make your way up these stairs and then swipe your key card to make your way outside. Once you make your way outside, there's going to be the SWAT team waiting for you. Even if you're doing it stealthy, the SWAT team knows that you stole their art from the Kortz Center, which doesn't make any sense to me, but that's just Rockstar logic, I guess. But once you do make your way outside, as long as you're in stealth mode, the stars will be flashing instead of permanently on, and as long as you don't alert 80 guards or walk into any camera feeds, you should be fine. So just make your way over to these stairs and walk up the stairs and follow the route that I take on screen. And once you make your way up these stairs, there's going to be 2 guards that you're going to have to kill. Once you take out both of these guards, make sure you do not kill this third guy right here, because the camera will see it, and then you can be able to jump on these staircases right here to avoid the camera, walk up these staircases, and then there's only going to be 1 more guard you have to kill before we're fully done with this heist. And once you arrive to the top of the staircase, to shoot this guard in the head before he can see you, and now make your way over to the helicopter that's going to be flown by the AI, so you can just sit there and relax. Because once you made it to this point, the AI will do all the work for you, and he'll fly you over here without being detected by any of the police officers, and you have made it and you are good to go. As he's flying me to the lockup, if you guys are enjoying this video, please leave a like and subscribe because it helps me out a ton. And if you guys want to see any other approaches on this heist, just let me know down in the comments down below, and I'll provide any content you guys want to see. If you guys want me to do the elite challenge, I can do that as well. Just let me know down in the comments. I will be responding to every single comment on this video. Thank you guys so much for the support. Once you arrive at the lockup, just run through this gate and then walk up to the buyer, and then you are officially done with the Kortz Center heist. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's been it for me, boys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.